Welcome to Apparel Design Hustle. My name is Donald Hardaway. I wanted to talk about 5 things that I think I wish I knew even before I started doing t-shirts. Quick story. Pandemic like everybody else. At the time I had a couple dollars, so I figured I want to do something that could, be profitable. And I heard about Etsy and all the other stuff, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. But luckily, I had a friend, my partner, who y'all seen some of these videos at some point. He was already doing it, and he seemed to be doing a pretty good job at it, and it seemed like something relatively simple to get into. He was kind of doing it on the side, but I was like trying to find something to go all in with in terms of like pretty much a change in career, I would say, right? Had I done some more research outside of just what it costs to get started, because I think that's how they get people. Either way, so the first thing that I think I would have paid more attention to is so many different ways to actually make a t-shirt, right? So I got my notes down here, so just bear with me, right? We got drop shipping, print on demand, cutting with vinyl, white toner, iron-ons, direct-to-garment, screen presses, right? So, drop shipping is a thing that everybody knows. You're making sure you're designing it online. Somebody else will package it for you. They'll produce it, they'll package it for you, and your customer get it. Print on demand, customization. People are pretty much coming to you. They're ordering it, you're printing it, and putting it out. And I think that's really what stuck out to me the most. Started like everybody else. I started with a vinyl cutter. I'm a Cameo person, right? So, of course, my partner had a Cameo, so I got a Cameo, right? Then a little while later, went with that vinyl. Nobody ever talks about the weeding. Nobody ever talks about all the things that can go wrong with a vinyl cutter, all the things that just don't work right, right? Needle dulling. I actually broke a needle. Right? I hadn't had the thing for, I don't know, 2 months maybe. I actually cracked the case, called myself cleaning the needle off because I thought it was dull. I wasn't doing that much business. Then I got hip to white toner printing. That really caught my attention because it's weed free. And we'll talk more about white toner printing in a minute. Of course, then you got the iron-on thing. You go to Walmart, use your whole sheet, and grab your iron and push down on it. Direct to garment, it's another thing. You're printing right on the garment. That's a different process, different kind of maintenance. We'll talk more about that in another video also. And of course, screen press, right? Screen press is awesome. I actually like how vivid the colors come out, but it's a lot like vinyl, right? Not screen press, screen print. Screen print, right? It has the same limitations that vinyl has, right? It's color by color by color. Vivid. I've chosen to be on the white toner side of things. The products that it takes to use a white toner printer are not inexpensive. Shipping. Now that's a whole nother monster, especially today. There was probably a time where shipping wasn't really a deciding factor in a sale, but today with the way things are with logistics, is certainly something you got to think about. How to control your costs is something that I had not thought about, right? So it's very difficult to control your costs with vinyl. It's very difficult if you get into screen press. It's very difficult to control your costs with paint. It's very difficult to control your costs with the price of the t-shirts, right? So all t-shirts are not created equal, right? You get that heavy cotton stuff, you're probably gonna get 1 or 2 washes out of it, and then you washing your car with it, right? You could probably get those for, I don't know, buy them in bulk, $1.89 a shirt. Or you can go to the corner store where they, get your black and white shirt and they cost you $5. You get that good stuff though. You get that good quality shirt, you're talking $4, $5 a shirt, and that's only X. That's only smaller 2X. You get into 3X and 5X sizes, numbers skyrocket. You see, so people don't talk to you about how to figure that all out. Learning curves. That's number 3. Learning curves. This is not something that you can just walk into and figure out. Right? It sounds simple enough. Right? So, if you think about this, right? You have to understand the software that comes with whatever machine you get. Like, you have to learn that. Right? You can't say, I'm gonna learn how to make t-shirts on Monday, order your stuff, and it comes on, let's say, Wednesday for the sake of this conversation, and like you're a professional t-shirt maker on Friday. Don't work like that. Right? Listen, however long I've been doing this, I can promise you I still have very real challenges with my silhouette. Okay? Just a small thing, you could be in a hurry and you might forget to vertical reverse or horizontal reverse something and it print out all the way wrong. That can happen to the best of anybody. And that happens to me quite often, right? You have to know something about editing and designing. Nobody told me that. Right? So you have to learn some sort of software. Inkscape, Corel Draw, Photoshop. Like all of this stuff is, and these programs are not click and point, all right? Like you really have to sit down, watch some videos, get it wrong a lot, right? And then, get it right. Keep doing it wrong until you get it right, pretty much. Knowing how different materials work together, right? So if you buy a product and it says this is a print product for dark t-shirts, it's for dark t-shirts. It says for light t-shirts, it's for light t-shirts. Like you really have to know how to use that particular product with that particular garment, because all vinyls are not created equal, right? They have vinyls that's for garments, and they have vinyls that are for garments, and they have vinyl that's for products like cups and mugs, right? You don't want to use the vinyl that's for a cup and a mug on a t-shirt or vice versa, right? It's going to look good. It might not even stick, but I can promise you in a few days you're going to have a problem, right? And accordingly, how to price your product, right? That's the thing that's going to never go away. I think you got to pick your side. Right? Anybody will say to try to go the cheap way to build volume. That's the way to do it. You're going to lose in the long run, but you can start that way if you like. If you want to charge people the quality product, if you want to charge people the quality product, the quality prices, you got to have a quality product. Simple as that. And to create a quality product costs money, right? You're talking top of the line equipment, reliable equipment. Right? You're talking top of the line garments, like products like garments and all the other stuff, right? So you got to really figure out like where do you sit in that space, okay? Number 4, how can social media help my brand? Now, of course, we are in the post-pandemic, probably depending on who you ask, but social media is everything now. Social media was just social media. It was like in terms of, maybe because I was using it for something different probably, but social media wasn't a vehicle for business. Like that just happened like maybe 2 years before the pandemic, and then we were all forced to use electronic communication to do business, and social media emerged, and it was a beautiful way to get your product out for it was a beautiful way to get your product out for free or relatively for a cheap price. You see? But in doing that, you have to understand how to post content, right? and what the value in that is. You have to understand that all the platforms are not the same. So language in Facebook is a little different than language in Instagram, and both of those. TikTok is a very different kind of language also, right? Like you really have to really think about where you're posting your stuff and how you're posting it in order to get the largest effect. Not to say you couldn't post the same videos on TikTok and Facebook, but you don't know that. You don't know that until you know it, right? This thing is really trial by fire, but you gotta stay committed. Like you really have to stay committed. You also have to understand that people won't know how to support you. You see? So you have to become clear on what support is for you, right? TikTok and say, well, I'm not getting into that, right? People won't know how to support you, okay? Sharing your posts about your product, that's support. They may not be buying from you, but that's okay. They talking about you, right? They say, oh, he doing this thing, he getting it up there. That speaks to the fact that there's going to be a point where your product has made the point where it has some value. But you got to get there first. You see? You just have to spend your time developing your craft, whatever it is you decide to do. You see? You just have to spend your time developing that. The universe will take care of you. So, don't give up on yourself. If you're a maker, stay making. All right? So these are the 5 things that I think that I wish I would have known before I started making t-shirts. Donald Hardaway, Apparel Design Hustle. Like, share, and subscribe.